Stave Vede Sangavada Kramopanishadair Gayandiyam Sabhava Yanavastida Dadgate Namanasa Pashyandiyam Yoginaha Yasyantam Namidusura Surana Devaya Tasmai. Please read verse 23. Yepyanya devata bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhipurvakam aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta ca prabhureva ca natu mam abhijananti tatvena tasya vantite. When I am speaking to you, when you are speaking to somebody, all of us as human beings, we are using the language. I am speaking. When I say I am speaking, you are associating me, the I, the individual, with this body, this particular form. My photograph, my body. This is the life. This is me. If the totality, the Ishvara has to speak, when I say I, naturally he also has to speak through, if he has to speak humanly to somebody, he has to speak through a body. If he has to speak through a body, what is the body you can attribute to him? Is it only the form of a Krishna, or a Rama, or a Hari, or Vishnu, or Shiva, or just any form? That is where you see the beauty of it. Sabrahma, Sasiva, Sahari, Sendra, Svakshara, Paramaswarat, the richness of this tradition, where any form is good enough. There is no such fanatic adherence to this particular form alone, that only Krishna, or only Rama, or only Hari, there is no such thing. You can worship the form in any way like. That is why he very beautifully says, even if the person is worshipping somebody, Anya Devata Bhakta, Mameva Yajanti, they worship me alone, but they consider that itself as the God. That is the limitation of the average person. The limitation of the average person is that whatever form he worships on God in, he thinks that is the only one. Please see that. Not that you cannot worship in that form. With what shall you represent the earth? Just anything. When they were sending the spacecraft to the other planets and stars and galaxies, that little spacecraft is hurtling across the universe. God knows where it will go. In that, I think it is Voyager, they have sent it, and in that they have put some music, human voices, pictures of a man, little something, few things they have put it in that capsule to represent the life on earth. With what they should represent the life on earth? Just anything, a rock. When it's a lunar rock, it's a rock from the moon. from any part of the moon. It's a rock. But what it becomes? A lunar rock. The rock from the moon. With what shall you represent the earth? With anything. With which part of your body you shall represent a you? A genetic fingerprint. Any little cell. With what shall you represent Ishvara? Just anything. So difficult for people to accept this. Why? Because he is stuck on one idea, that this is the God. God is this. This much is God. And then you attribute power to that. He is all-knowing, He is all-powerful. But He is in one place, exclusive. And this is the only form. Only male cannot be female, or only female cannot be male, or only formless cannot have a form. The moment you do that, are you getting that point, please? We are completely limiting the limitless. In what form shall I worship Him? Whatever may be the form. And shall I worship Him? If I know who is He, what am I to worship Him? Even just like in your pure happiness talk, when you are talking about, the moment you look for happiness, you deny your happiness. The moment you want to worship God, you deny the God as He is. Understand? The worshipping means where you give yourself completely up. Individuality is sacrificed because, as I told you the other day, if you want to offer something to somebody, you always find out what is that something he has or doesn't have. If you look at Ishvara, He is everything, He has everything. She is everything, she has everything. It is everything, it has everything. Call it masculine, feminine, neuter, doesn't matter. He is everything, He has everything. Only one thing He doesn't have is me, who is attempting to give Him something, who sees the difference. The flower has no sense of difference, no sense of alienation from God, no sense of separation, no sense of isolation. So why pluck a flower to give it to Him? Poor thing, let it be on the tree that enhances the beauty of the universe. Don't even pluck it. To give something to God, don't pluck a flower. Don't have to. Choice is yours. If you want to give something, give that something which seems not to belong to you, which you think doesn't belong to Him. And that is yourself. Can you give yourself up? Job is done. After you give yourself up, what else you are going to give? When the giver is given up, there is nothing remains to be given anymore. Once for all, you are one with the Absolute. Getting that point, please. So to confine Him to a particular form, that can be the beginning. That's how I begin, because I am an individual. I don't know what God is, so a particular form is given to you. It shall come. I don't have to say anything. In 12th chapter, it shall come there. Klesho dikatarastesham abhyukta sakta chaitanya. Two ways you can worship. One is form, other is formless worship. Bhagavan Himself will say, it's easier to begin with form. Why? When I have a form, it is easier to grasp a form. How do I start the formless? Klesha adhikatarastesham abhyakta asakta chetasam. Those who want to hold on to abhyakta, unmanifest, advaita, non-duality, one without a second, formless absolute, klesha adhikatara, there shall be more difficulty. Because you have to deny a form when you're always stuck on a form. So let the person begin with a form. But let not get stuck with the form. From the form, once you've given up yourself, when your form is given up in the total form, where do you exist? Inevitably, you go on to yourself, who you are. And thereafter, He alone is Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat abhyaktamurti. By my unmanifest form, the whole universe is pervaded. Bhagavan can be pervasive from both the standpoints. From the standpoint of body, all bodies are his bodies. Everything is his. Ishavasam idam sarvam. Everything is Ishvara. And how nicely he says, Ishavasam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita ma grudha. May you never covet. Why? Kasya siddhanam. Whose it is? It all belongs to him. So why covet? It's all his. Everything is his. So where do I exist? To worship. That is where comes your Parapuja. Parapuja, when Shankara writes that Parapuja, have you seen that? Sometimes you will see. The Parapuja is so beautiful, Parapuja. Advaye Sachidanande Nirvikalpeika Rupini Sthite Advitiya Bhavesmin Katham Puja Vidiyate. That is the highest worship, O Lord. Katham Puja Vidiyate. How do I worship you? Why? Sthite Advitiya Bhavesmin. When existing as one without a second, where am I to worship you? The very comprehension, when you recognize this, that itself becomes the highest form of worship. It goes on and on and on thereafter. I have to give you a bath also, God. Nitya Suddhasya Kim Snanam. One who is eternally pure, what bath can I give? That recognition. Every moment you are with yourself. So, any form you like to worship, please worship. Nothing wrong in that. But do not restrict Ishvara unto that form. If you do so, avidhi purvakam yajante, they worship, but they will not get the result of it. The result of worship is what? To be one with the Ishvara himself. You shall be always standing apart, isolated, lonely. Why is it so? Ahami sarva yajnanam bhukta prabhureva cha. Hey Arjuna, I am the one. So when he say I, listen carefully, when he say I, it's not that particular form. At that moment it was in the form of the Krishna. Same thing can be Shiva Purana, Shiva is talking. Brahma Purana, Brahma is talking. Ramayana, Rama is talking. Or Vasishtha is talking. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is talking. Any book, anybody is talking. Are you getting the point, please? So there is not one guy talking. It's only one. Who? Ishvara. In what form? Whichever form. Only those things. No. Even the wise person when he is talking, Ishvara is talking. Why? Individuality is not there. That is why that beautiful symbol of Krishna with a flute. That flute stands for the Jiva. The flute stands for the Jiva. Krishna Paramatma. The flute is Jiva. The flute has got 7 holes. 5 sense organs, Mano, Buddhi. These 7 things stands for the Jiva, the flute. Now Krishna, Paramatma, always shall hold on to Parajivatma. At no time it can let it down. Why? Inseparable. See the symbol. That is why you cannot see a painting of Krishna where the flute is separated. Even if he is up to mischief, the flute will be on in the west, not down. Flute separate Krishna doesn't exist. Because at no time the Jivatma can separate from the Paramatma, the Absolute. Cannot. So even if he is up to breaking the milk pot, dahi pot, ghee pot, and then it will be in the... He doesn't use that one to break it. Okay, so it will be in this... Always in that thing it will be there. Any mischief, whatever may be, whether it is dancing with, stealing the dhotis of the, not dhoti, whatever they put on, saris of these gopis, or is dancing with them, or running after the cows, the flute is always hand. Why? Jiva, Parama, Jivatma, Parama, inseparable. And if that particular flute is stuffed with, let us say something, thereafter you play it, there shall be no music coming out of it. A stuffed flute will never produce any music. It has to be removed. When the stuffed music is gone, and the stuffed thing is gone, now it is empty. Now plays. Who plays? Divine. The music that comes out of it is divine. The whole universe listens to it enchanted. Yamuna is enchanted. The trees, the cows, the man, the woman, everybody is enchanted. When a person is talking filled with ego, discordant music, nobody listens. When the ego is, the ahankar is gone, when the person is talking, now no more he is talking, it the God as though talking through the person. The reality, the infinity, getting a language. Therefore everybody listens to it. Everybody is thrilled by it. Why? It's not only his glory, it is also listener's glory. The speaker's glory, listener's glory. Both are beautiful. Therefore, parasparam kathayanta tushyandicha ramandicha. It will come, next verse will come. Talking to each other. Tushyandicha ramandicha. Happy with themselves, revel in themselves. Why? When I am talking, suppose I say, I went around the world, I will invoke in you, you are stuck in a village. If I say I am a rich man, I may invoke in you, you are a poor person. If I say I am a PhD, I may invoke in you, you are uneducated. When I say I am happiness, I am the absolute, I am immortal, you are as immortal as I am, as happy as I am, as divine as I am. Ishvara there, Ishvara here. There is no separation whatsoever. So when he speaks that, what form shall he take? Anything. Therefore, you can read Tantra literature given by Shiva. You can read Vaishnava literature given by Vishnu. Shaiva literature given by Shiva. Vaishnava literature given by Shakti literature. Any literature you can study. Why? Ultimately, truth is the same. There is no, this is the only God. There is no such stuff. So you can read any book you like. Shaiva Upanishad, they name it like that also. Shiva is highlighted, Shaiva Upanishad. Yoga is highlighted, Yoga Upanishad. It's nothing like that. Same truth, but differently talked about. But if you say, this is the only God, only this book, no other book. Even in that tradition, by chance somebody understands some truth, something somewhere, that person also will not accept it, because this is the only one and there is never before, nothing after. Finish. What a headache. Think of it. So he says, Prabhurevacha, natumam abhijananti. They don't know me. Ataha. If they don't know me, who is losing? Tattvena atah chavanti te. They lose. When God is missing from your life, who is lost? Simple example I gave you now. When the key is lost, who feels lost? Your key is misplaced. Who is lost? You are the key. Your ticket is lost. Who is lost? Who feels lost? Your ticket or you? Your cow is lost. Who is lost? The cow doesn't feel lost. He hangs around and eats the food and survives. You feel lost. And the God is lost sight of, who is lost? You are lost. Why? Inseparable. Feels separated. That is why you cannot take it. Nobody can take limitations. Ataha chavanti de tattvena ataha chavanti. Therefore, they don't know me, therefore they are lost. So, if they worship those things, what will happen? Read. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejyaha yanti madhyajinopi mam yanti devavrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejyaha yanti madhyajinopi mam. So, naturally, whoever, whatever worships, they get that. Devavrataha, Devani yanti. Those who worship devatas of various kinds, considering them that as the ultimate, they go to that devaloka, they go to that devata. Pitrunyanti pitruvrata. There are some people who worship ancestors, so they go to pitruloka. Bhutani yanti bhutejya. Those who worship is bhutas. Bhutanam pujakaha. Bhutanam, you can say elements, materialists, materialism. That person will be rich. He shall go to the Bhutaloka means what? Bhuta is not a ghost. Bhuta means elements. Different fields of experiences you go. Those who worship me, they come to me. Listen. If they worship any other thing as me, they will come to me. Are you getting that point there? Are you getting that? If they see me in anything, they will come to me. But if they see only that something as the God, then that much they will get. Simple logic. You can say, I am sitting on the earth. What is your dimension? Think. You say, where are you sitting? On the earth itself. Another person says, I am under a tree. It's difficult to understand or what? Huh? Are you getting that point, please? It's so sweet. A person can say, I am on a wall. I am only in my own room, only small room. Other fellow says, I am in the universe. I am in the God. And that is why under the tree, Maharaj. Why these sadhus are, addressed as Maharaj? What is his address? Tree number 22. But the fellow thinks he is the emperor of the universe. Thinks no end of himself. Why? This is the dimension. Do you have that dimension inside you? Do you discover that? The other person is also sitting on the earth. But he thinks he is only under a tree. Another person thinks, I am sitting on the earth. Huh? It is just like you looking at something somebody has given you. Somebody, you first time you pick up this flower. You don't know the history of this flower. I just give you this flower. Well, how shall you deal with it? A flower. 3. But suppose somebody says, another person, I went to Mukambika. Mother Mukambika is giving this flower. And from there the priest from the sanctum brought it. After that what do you do? Mukambika. Same flower. So precious it becomes. So precious. But previously, Attitude. Are you sitting on the earth? Are you sitting in the solar system? Are you sitting in the universe? Are you sitting in God? If you see that the God is here, know it, but don't speak that language. Other person don't understand. I am sitting here in this place. So other person understands, but you don't forget God is here. But if you take this little place to be real, ultimate, then tattvena tasya vandide. They forget the truth. So what is the distance between the truth and anything? Just one little twist in the thought, mind. And the teaching is all about helping the person to think and not to give some more advices and more thoughts and more practices. No, please see the beauty of it. Whatever they worship, they will go there. Devani yanti devavratan. Pitruni yanti pitruvrata. If you worship devatas, you will go to that loka. Go to pitrus, you will go to pitruloka. One worships me, shall come to me. When you come to me, where is me? Goes everywhere. Goes everywhere. Being one with himself, therefore everywhere. Whereas going to a loka, Abrahma bhuvanan loka punaravartino Arjuna, 7th chapter we saw that. Abrahma bhuvanan loka punaravartino Arjuna, mamupetyatu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Hey Arjuna, Abrahma bhuvanan loka, being Brahma loka to any loka, any field of experiences, punaravartina, you return. You go there to return. Why? Because you are going there, you will return. You are not there, you will not be there. Whereas mamupetyatu kaunteya, coming to me, punarjanmana vidyate, there is no rebirth, there is no more returning. Why? You don't come. No gati, therefore no punaravritti. No coming, therefore no going. You are always one with it. Iti, the person see the reality for himself. That is why first you begin with yourself. And once you do that, hey Arjuna, not only the person comes to me, but also worshipping me also is very, very easy. We'll see that later on, but please see. Bhutejya anti bhutani. The people who worship material world, naturally they become strong in matter. Rich people. You invest your intellect in the world. You are a very rich person. Millions you shall have, no doubt. That shall be your God. Millions shall be your God. But very soon, you will not be there. The millions will be there, but you will not be there. That is where comes your helplessness. You cannot live with your millions for all times to come. Why? You can't live with your body for all times to come. Body shall pass. Therefore, long before body passes, you drop your hold on the matter so that you see yourself who you are. And thereafter, live with the body for some time. So there is no compromise. Understand yourself, live with the body. Be one with the creation, one with the God, one with the truth, then live with the body. See the universe here, but live with the immediate place. Just like you may know the ocean floor with all its depth, but where do you swim? On the surface. You may know the whole ocean, all its depth, but you don't know where do you swim? Only in the surface. You may know the depth of yourself. Where do you perceive? Where do you live? On the surface. The swimming is at the surface. Are you getting that? Body, perception. But it's connected from the source is from the depth. That is yourself. Never lose sight of it. Just like a simple example, a duck paddling. Really it was so nice to see. In our country, you very clear, rarely you see clean water. When you go to Australia, other places, countries, you actually see the black swans and white swans, they are swimming. Pure, clear water, so you can see their legs. Underneath, the leg is furiously, the leg is moving. The body is just floating on the top. We don't see the furious activity under the belly. We only see the floating swan. But how much activity is taking place underneath? Body is living, but tremendous activity in the mind. And still the source, that is yourself, illumining it all, Ishvara. See that. One who sees this reality for himself, Pitrun and whatever they worship, they go into that. One who worships me, they come to me. It's not that they don't. Again, it's not that the other person commits a mistake. There is no mistake. The problem is, if you see even Devas, Pitrus, Bhutas as the Ishvara, you will go to Ishvara also. But if you see that as the independent of Ishvara, then you will get stuck there. Very simple logic. Are you getting that? It's like, when you land, think, simple example. When you have landed in India, where have you landed? India or Chennai? One fellow says, I have landed in Chennai. Another person says, I landed in India. Now which one is true? Both have landed in the same place, but sense of achievement is. One person says, I drove through, I just went for a cruise in the Bay of Bengal. Other fellow says, I was in Indian Ocean. You went to Indian Ocean. Where is the Bay of Bengal away from Indian Ocean? Is the Arabian Sea away from the Bay of, Indian Ocean? Same thing. But one fellow is so, Indian Ocean includes all these things, but Arabian Sea doesn't include the Indian Ocean. What examples can I give you? You think, okay? You find for yourself. Okay, now take this example. Very beautiful. Bhagavan says, not only happy with himself, anavritti lakshanam, the person come to me, mamupetyati kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate, coming to me, there is no rebirth, but also, while living, worshipping is very easy. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparutam ashnami prayatatmanah patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparutam ashnami prayatatmanah. For this person who is a prayatatmana, prayatantakarana, one is striving, understanding, being with himself, sees this oneness. For such a person, not only liberation, freedom is easy, susukham kartum abhyayam, very easy to get, but also even aradhanam, worshipping also easy. Because for him to worship, what should he give? Everything is already given. Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. In fact, after giving himself up, there is nothing more to give up. Why? To give up, it must be mine. Resolve that. To give something to God, why God? Anybody. To give something to anybody or to God, it should be mine. Now please pick up something which is yours. Come on, pick up. Pick up something which is exclusively yours. You know what is that? Exclusively yours? Ahankar. One which isolates you from everything, everybody, including infinity, Ishvara. You want to give something, that ahankara pushpam, the flower of the ahankar, very intoxicating. The fruit of the ahankar, very intoxicating. The jewel of the ahankar, the thief of an ahankar, the ghost pisacha. How do you compare it with the ahankar? Anything, bahurupi. That is the only thing you can give up. Because this ahankar is so smart. After giving up, he shall say, I have given myself up to God. Oh, I see. So sweet. It can are you getting that? It's so smart. Let's say that ahankara, Gita, I must catch hold of something. God knows where that book is. The ahankara says, proclaims to the world, nobody can touch me. If you want to destroy me by sitting down quietly, by doing tapas, I shall sit down in his heart. I am the greatest tapasvi. If somebody is going to destroy me by giving charity, because charity means you have to be low, the other person high, so receive, giving something, You want to be very humble, don't be proud of giving. I shall sit down in his, I am the greatest dani, most charitable person. Somebody is doing through austerity to destroy me, I sit down in his heart, I am the most austere person. Somebody is studying to destroy me, Shastra, I am the Shastri. Anything you want to do to destroy it, it survives. Ooh, comes up. It comes up. Very nice. I gave myself up. No, I don't think you can give myself. I really gave myself up to God. I don't think I can believe that you give up. You giving up, you are a rascal, you are a rogue, suddenly giving yourself up. I tell you, I gave myself up. And then the person, I don't think it's possible. I tell you, I'm giving myself up. True. Very much true. Very true. Unconsciously, people become angry, restless, jealous, proud, arrogant. And you point it out, they don't like it. That is why when somebody is a little more powerful, if you point it out, they don't like it. They don't tell it to you, but they cut you off. Dangerous people. Why? They pretend to be nice, but when you really point out their weakness, they get very angry. That is the most dangerous species. That is why religious people are most dangerous species. An ordinary person you can deal with. Ignorant, you can deal with him. The fellow who knows a little bit something here and there, he can be, I don't want to use that English word, The rogues, rascals of the highest order. Not that the other people are sages and saints, no. Because if they are rogues, you can appreciate. The fellow is ignorant. But the person doesn't know, he is arrogant. You can appreciate it. You can appreciate it. But the person who knows, what shall you do? Because the ahankar so nicely slides back easily. That is why puja. Why should I do puja? Continuous offering. It doesn't get a chance. That is why prostration. Fall at the feet. Why? Because falling at the feet is not that easy. 100 times namaskar to Ishvara. Anga pradakshina. It looks, are you getting that? The same thing which I was laughing at you sometimes, you know how beautiful it becomes if you do it to test yourself out. Why not fall at the feet? Whose feet? Anybody. Namaskar. That's why you don't say, who is going to do namaskar to what? Ishvara is there. When you say namaskar, namaste, namahate, tetubhyam ishvaraya namaskaram. To Ishvara namaskar. So, small, big, great, how does it matter? But the moment you put on the fancy cloth, what do you say? Everybody must do namaskar to me only. Oh, waiting to be touched. Sheer arrogance. Understand? Rama, another, Kalidasa writes about Rama in Raghuvamsa. One quality of Rama is Purvavasi. Purvavasi means even before he is talked to, he speaks. Purvavasi. Before somebody says, hello, before somebody wishes you, good morning, namaskar, Hari Om, how are you? The person is at ease. But if you are waiting to be greeted, then only we shall speak. Maybe the person doesn't know, he will go that way, he will go this way, because you are already so, that is where you can see people so arrogant, they see through you and go, because they are waiting to be greeted, and you did not greet, the fellow goes. When you see this happening, oh, Ishvara, it stinks. Bhakti, that is why devotion, 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 Ishvara. To give something, it must be yours. What shall you give? Which is yours? Exclusively yours? Nothing. And if at all something, ahankar, give it up. And once you see that, then You want to do worship? Patram, puspam, phalam, toyam. You can say, why such a person should worship? Hey, once you are established, it's a different thing altogether. Until you are settled in that wisdom, until that nishtha comes up every day, consciously do that puja, worship, chanting. And what is that worship? Not dravyamaya yajna. If you can't do the dravya yajna, fine. With things you can do, choice is yours. Cannot, don't worry about it. Aranye santi puspani. There are flowers in the forest, water in the river. Katham na archayat harim. Why not worship God? Water is flowing there, flower is there, fruits are in the trees. Why not worship God? Offer everything. Lord, is all yours. To recognize all yours, that itself is prayer. Are you getting that? Is it necessary to give it to Him? Do you understand? If I don't touch your thing, I remember it is yours. Respect, enough. I don't touch your thing. Why? Hey, this belongs to Him. Meaning, it's not mine. Respect. So is it necessary to give it to you? In your room I go and pick up your pen and say, this is your pen. That real P-A-I-N. You know, this is your pen. My room, pen is there. Why should I say this is my pen? I know it. Oh God, this is all yours. Why? If you recognize it is not yours, that's enough. It's like coming to me, just take an example, coming to me when picking up one pumpkin from our garden, flowers from our tree, and Swami, this is, I recognize this is our tree garden, our garden fruit, our garden flower. Now what can I say? I can only smile. Why? Poor things. Okay. Get from his garden, then we will be seeing. It's a sacrifice. Giving my garden to me? How does God feel? You imagine? The God will be the most entertaining person in the whole universe. Why? He will be seeing through deception of everybody, every moment. In His name, what jokes goes on. In His name, what deception goes on. In His name, what all business goes on. But what can He do? Think. Just see that point. To give something, it must be yours, nothing. But then, why not remember, oh Lord, it's yours. Patram, puspam, palam, toyam. No, I don't have ghee, I don't have fire, I don't have firewood. Morning, very difficult to get up. Now it is cloudy, the Surya has to be worshipped. Don't worry about it. That is not the puja for the Nishkama karma. For Nishkama karma, any moment. What is the auspicious moment to worship? Any moment. What is the auspicious place? Any place. Bathing? Yes. Not bathing? Yes. On the bed? Yes. Under the bed? Yes. Closing the eyes? Yeah. Not closing the eyes? You. Remember. The most important thing is, do you remember? Are you yourself? Therefore, it should not give you arrogance. Again and again, deliberately I bring the other part of it, because if you are a lazy, lethargic pervert, then you shall give a sanction to your laziness and say, you don't have to bathe. Even without bathing also, you can do worship to God. Why? Because you are the lazy bone, you don't want to get up and bathe. Do not ever do that. That is where you extend the logic to the point of perversion. That's not right. You can do it for yourself, but don't talk it to somebody out. At no time ever be responsible for somebody's freedom. If in your name somebody becomes free, you are making him a slave for the rest of his life. You discover freedom, you be free. How you shall play your life, don't ask me. But don't, in my name, don't try to be free. That will not work. That is why the gurus who become merchants of freedom become real merchants of perversion. They make the people slaves of habits. There is a weakness for something. Oh, I am worshipping. It's nonsense. Please think. Patram, puspam, phalam, toyam, yume bhaktya prayachiti. What is the devotion? Where the individual doesn't exist. The cotton from the flute is gone. divine music. Tadaham, aham, hey Arjuna, bhakti uparutam, given with this attitude, ashnami, not grunami, not a take, ashnami, eat. I take something from your hand is one thing, eating it. When somebody gives you, what do they say? Please eat it. When somebody makes something nice, ordinarily human situation, have you not seen? They bring some little laddu or little sweet, something, please take it. You take it. No, no, eat one. Why? Eat. And what language Bhagavan says? Ashnami. I eat it up. You go to somebody's house with love and affection. Please come, sit down. I really don't know what to give you. Take this glass of water. Even if you are not thirsty, you finish it up. Why? That person has given you so much of love and affection. Another person brings you strawberry milkshake. Drink. Is there. Pick up, pour, eat. Yes. How enthusiastic you feel to drink it? Let it be there. Are you understanding the point? It's not what you offer, with what attitude you offer. Understand. Ishvara. The rich man thinks he can throw his money and purchase everybody. Can purchase love. It doesn't work. To receive love, you must be loving. Understand? Behind your giving, if there is no loving, you will not receive love. Because behind your giving, there is an attitude of purchasing of the person. You will not get it. That is why you can give somebody the costliest gift, but you never get the person. It means nothing. Because, understand, what attitude you are doing it, that matters. So here, bhakti uparutam ashnami bhartasava. So give it. So when shall I do it? Anytime, any place, anywhere. What's so difficult? Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Boy, I have to go to the river, bring the water, take the leaf, go to the tree, pick up the leaf, pick up the flower. Oh God. Anything easier? Much more easier. Read. So beautiful. Yat karosi yadashnasi yajjuhosi dadasi yat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. What a language. Underline it. Keep it in your head, both the verses. Every moment of life must be worship, as I have been telling you. Every action must be worship. Don't convert worshipping to an action. For most people, worshipping is an action. That is why they find it so boring. You are relieved when the worship is over. Abba, at last the puja is over. Why? Boring. Until that is over, you can't do anything, you can't eat this, you cannot do this, you cannot go there, you cannot do that, you cannot put on this cloth, you cannot put on these things, you cannot do this, you can look this here, look that. So many restrictions. So naturally what do you say? You are waiting for the puja to be over. So, what type of worship is that? When you are waiting for the puja to be over to be happy, now what type of worship is that? so much of pain. Yet you cannot say that. Why? Afraid. If you say that, God may punish me. Fear also is there. That is average man's fear, anxiety, ordinary person's worship. That is why they can be manipulated into guilt, fear, anxiety. All in the name of God. Think of it. Whereas, what Bhagavan says here now? You want to offer? Remember me. Yat karosi. Whatever you do, offer it to me. Listen carefully. Yat karosi. Did he say these are the actions? Are you getting that point? I'll explain it to you. Yat karosi. Whatever you do. Yadasnasi. Whatever you eat. Yajjuhosi. Whatever you offer. As a ritual in fire. Dadasiyat. Whatever you give as a things to anybody. Or emotions or whatever. Yat tapasyasi. Whatever austerities you are undertaking. He kaunteya. Tad kurushva madarpanam. Madarpanam kurushva. Give it all to me. Whatever you do, you give it to me. But God, how can I give you bad things? Listen. How can I give you wrong things? I am such a rascal, God, you don't know what you are asking. So many dirty things, so many bad things, so many stupid things, so many moral, immoral, useless things. It's all, you don't know what you are asking for, God. Do you know when it becomes giving easier? When giving anything becomes easier? If you can give, you can be successfully giving all your success to God. Failure is easily given. When you give all your achievements to God, failure is easily given. When you give your prosperity to God, poverty is easily given. Very nicely, what he says, what is his name? Tulsidas. Sukh mein, dukh mein samaran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. Sukh mein samaran yo kare, dukh kaye ko hoy. Everybody remembers God in the time of adversity. One who remembers the God at the time of prosperity, why the adversity should appear as adversity? When everything is going great, God, is all yours. Poverty, yours. I had plenty, you got plenty. I have nothing, receive nothing. See that attitude. Everything is yours. Oh, how can I give my bad habit? Huh? Did you pick up that habit? Now once you understand the reality, what happens? In my ignorance, I picked it up. If I picked it up, why did you suggest to me that way, oh God? You take it. Thought comes or you think? Thought comes. Right or wrong? Thought comes. Okay, who repeats it? I repeat it. Why did I repeat it? Ignorant. If I did it in ignorance, God, who is the Malik? Who is the owner of it? You made me to do it. Well, you should have made me enlightened. You did not, therefore take it. It is not convenience logic. Understand? It's not logic of convenience. It's a sincere heart. And once you give forever. Don't keep it a little. Give it, give. I am an idiot, God. Why? You made me like that. Did I decide? Why this weakness comes in me? I don't know. Keep it. I want to be happy with myself. It comes. What shall I do? Oh. Wait for the atom bomb after 2 verses. You cannot believe. I'm not telling you joke. This will be the scripture of the universe. But who listens? Who reads? Because you are so much destroyed by the so-called idea of holiness, morality, auspiciousness, that you already look down upon a person. Oh, he's a criminal, he's an inauspicious, he's an immoral, he's a rascal, how can ever he change? I see. If your individuality is not there, your every action is divine. Listen carefully. The same soldier comes home, slaps somebody, dies, hanged. The same soldier goes to the front, single-handed kills 100 people. Paramavira Chakra, Purple Heart, Victoria Cross. Why? He killed. It was not he. The country, person was not there. Ask yourself the question, are you acting for your sake? If it is for your sake, how much you may say God did it, you drag it onto yourself. If you are not there, your every action, however terrible they may be, God's. He takes it. Listen carefully. Your attitude, nobody shall see. Your action, everybody shall see. Get ready to be condemned by the world, but you are free within yourself. But then what happens when you think your criminal activity is God's dictation? That is where you become a psychopath, a murderer. God is whispering to kill everybody. Is like a religious fanatics to whom God comes and tells, destroy this, destroy that, kill this, kill that. Rubbish. Please understand. Yat karosi, whatever you do, give it to me. So what shall you prepare for the puja? For this type of worship, how long the preparation? As you do, is his. Yadasnasi, whatever you eat, O Lord, yours. Whatever comes on the way, is yours. Even the best of the thing you are eating, you don't consider it as a luxury. Why? God's grace, that has come, or I could make that, why not? Nothing is there, God, eat it. Yadasnasi. That is why the attitude behind this chanting mantra is that. Not chanting is a chanting competition. Or how quickly you can finish it or how slowly you can go. Remembering every moment. But you know, the food time becomes a war time for the unconscious people. If the yad asnasi, whatever I give, whatever I eat, Ishvara. Then shall you fight less and more? More sweet, less sweet? More food, less food? Eat whatever comes. And more, go for more. Choice is yours. Asnasi, only food we are talking about? The food for the sound, food for the ear, sound. What I hear, God yours. What I touch, what I taste, smell, see, everything else. Why this happens? I don't know, God. Thank you. No, you cannot. Thank you, God. Ishvara. Everything is His. That is why you are so free inside. Anything happens belongs to Him. Why is it so? The principle Shankara so beautifies. Atma tvam girijamati sahachara prana sariram gruham pujate visayopabhoga rachana nidra samadhi stitihi sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi stotrani sarva girah yad yad karma karomi tat tad akhilam shambho tavaradhanam. Yat yat karma karomi. Oh Lord, whatever actions pass through me, He Shambho Tava Aradhanam. That is your worship. Every action is worship. Why? Because you are me, Atma Tvam. You are me. You are myself. Girija Mati, Mother Parvati is a concert. The mind is Parvati. Shariram Gruham, Sahachara, Prana, Shariram Gruham. All the sense organs of action, pranic activities, Sahachara. Shariram Gruham, body is your abode. This is Kailasa. This is Vaikuntha. This is your Lord. Deha Devalaya Prokta, Dehi Devo Maheshwara. This is the Devalaya. This is your abode. Pujate Vishayopabhoga Rachana. Every moment, sense perceptions are taking place, offering to you. Sounds reaching, taste reaching, smells reaching, is all yours. Or even consciously, I am going to do something. That also is yours. Nidra Samadhi Sthiti, go to sleep, Samadhi. Sanchara Padayo Pradakshina Vidhi, wherever the feet go, that is your circumambulation. Every step you are there, O Lord. Stotrani Sarva Giraha, whatever I speak, good. Therefore will you be rude? Why? God's praise. Needs to be rude? Rude. Don't do this. Also is a stotram. Why? Not doing it for your sake. Ask always a question. Are you acting for your sake or for God's sake? That is the question you must ask. If it is for your personal satisfaction, even the best action is a useless action. You build a temple for your personal glory, so that people will remember you. It's okay. It's better than building a place for, what is that, pub. But it's okay. Is it for yourself or for God's sake? For the action, for action's sake. Yad yad karma karomi tat tadakhilam. Wherever I walk is your circumambulation. Wherever I speak, yours. Whatever action, O Lord, Tavaradhanam, worship. Why? You are me. So, yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhosi, dadasi, yad, whatever you are giving. Don't think, I am giving. No. What is mine to give? You know how people feel terrible? This, oh, Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. You collect money from somebody like these missionaries, what do? They collect money from people who are happy to be charitable because they have been told, give it to poor man. But while giving it to the person, this fellow extracts a price. Government grants, cyclone affected people shall be given 10,000 rupees each. The fellow who is distributing the money takes 20% from each person. What do you call them? Corrupt, no? Same thing. A man who collects in the name of the God and gives 20% to God. Are you getting that? You think you are granting a favor. Money is here. Food is here. It's like the food is there kept for everybody. The person is serving, he thinks he is granting a favor. And you also be friendly with the person who is serving, or else you will not get it. Why there should be any favor? It is there for everybody. Take it. Why you take that credit in between is like the ministers. Come with fanfare to open the bridge. Personal, your father's money and your grandfather's legacy. People's money, people spend. Why are you taking the credit? I opened the, bridge. For what? Did you spend your pocket money or what? But that is how the whole world functions. So unfortunate. A person who sees this reality for himself, intelligence, not mine, God, is all yours. Through this intelligence, through this action, something happened, all yours. For whom? For everybody. Yad juhosi, yad karosi. Hey Arjuna, tad kurusya madarpanam. If you can give all your achievements, failure also you can give. Like these friends. Simple thing. If you have shared your prosperity with people, people will share your poverty. When you are poor, they will help you. But the trouble is, everybody's prosperity for themselves and poverty for others. Your youth is for somebody, your old age is for somebody. Doesn't work. If I have taken shared somebody's youth, I must share somebody's old age also. You give your life, when you are old you should be thrown out? Never. Think of it. But somewhere the person has given everything. The other day one person comes and, it's ashram situation, see that. Very old person comes up and says, Swamiji, I want to stay here. I have given everything to my son, my daughter, distributed equally, and now at your feet. For what? You give everything to your children equally, because you are a very conscientious father, no? Then why didn't you keep equally something for yourself? No. I am in the Swamiji's, religious people, they are all kind. So I must now, I have finished exploiting the world, now I have come to exploit religious people also. So your kindness also I must exploit, I am here. We are not that type of kind people. God has told also, Yad karosi mad kurusya arpanam. So I shall be absolutely harsh and I shall, God, take care of this fool. Get lost. Don't worry. You share the youth, you share the old age. You share the prosperity, share the poverty. Or else you are ashamed. Oh, when I had money, I didn't ask anybody, gave anybody. Now in my poverty, how can I ask? That way people can't ask for help. Why? They have not shared their prosperity. Therefore they can't ask when they are poor. Are you getting that? There was a person who went through kidney trouble. I'll tell you a simple example. A kidney problem. He comes from a family, only 17 brothers and sisters. Those days family, 11 brothers, 6 sisters. I am not telling you joke. 17 sisters and brothers. He is one among the 17. And the person has got another country. He is in a big job, makes millions. He was a millionaire. I saw him in another country. Then it so happened the person had kidney failure. And kidney failure, he came to me, Swamiji, I don't know, kidney failure, I don't know what to do. I said, nowadays there is no selling, purchasing. Siblings, if you can, brother, sister, anybody? Do you have any brother, sister? I have 70. I said, lucky man, kidney factory. So many kidneys are there, pick up one. He said, nobody is interested in Swamiji, you don't know my brothers and sisters. Nobody will give it. I said, you are telling me nobody will give it to you. I see you have a beautiful house. You are made bench car and whatnot. Can I ask you a very simple question? Did you ever share your prosperity with all your brothers and sisters? The gross that the person was, straight away he tells me, you know what, why should I do that? I made my money. I said, do you understand the logic? If your prosperity is not for others, why do you think that your calamity, your adversity will be for somebody? Why should they give their kidney to you? People don't understand. My money is for me. But my problem, everybody must share. Or else, the world is very selfish. True. Very selfish for this selfless embodiment of selflessness. Right? When you give, you demand your right to receive. Why? I have lived for you. You take care of me. And you don't have to demand. People recognize. No choice. It happened. So, how many incidents? In Hong Kong, there was a businessman, a few years back, somebody told me, he's a top businessman. And he helped so many people, poor people, so many upcoming youngsters. Whoever bright fellow, he helps them. And all of them became millionaires. 30, 40, 50, any number. He doesn't even keep sight of it. He's a Chinese person. Gave so many people and everybody benefited from him. His company collapsed. Somehow his company collapsed. When the word spread that his company collapsed, all the people are benefited. When he gave it back, came up. Why? If you have really shared your anything for that matter, without any motive, you shall receive it 100-fold. That is Ishvara. To want to give Ishvara your so-called rubbish, can you give the credit to him also? If your life is full, every time you have given anything that happens to you, oh Lord, yours. So something stupid thing comes, take it. You have eaten the rasgulla, yes, now take the stone also. Happily you can give away. You don't feel anyway limited. Everything is his. Tad Kurusamadarpa. So, to worship, this is known as the, you don't need object. Dravyamaya yagya. Shreyas dravyamaya yagyat jnana yagyo parantapa. We saw that. Shreyan dravyamaya yagyat. Jnana yagya parantapa. Hey Arjuna, jnana yagya is far better, better, superior, whatever, to dravyamaya yagya. Because in dravya yagya, certain things may or may not be there. Time may or may not be there. Mantra lope, tantra lope. That's why they will say, mantra yas kinchi mantra lope, tantra lope, shraddha lope, yat kinchi lope. Anything gone. Oh Lord, please forgive. Naturally, because mantra lope, tantra lope will take place. When you are giving all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer, all that you share, as it is, what mantra lope, tantra lope? Nothing. Everything is beautiful. Every moment is worship. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Whatever you do that, O Lord, tat kurusya madarpanam, give it to me. Okay, worship also is easier. You are one with the God. Evam kurvataha, what happens? Shubha Shubha, read it, we shall see in the afternoon. Shubha Shubha phalairevam mokshase karma bandhanaihi Sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimukto mam upaishyati Shubha Shubha phalairevam mokshase karma bandhanaihi Sannyasa yoga yuktatma Vimukto mam upaishyasi. So such a person, karma bandhanaihi mokshase, he becomes free from the bondage of action. Why? When there is no doership, results do not bind you. When you say you are the doer, you drag the result onto yourself. Good action, God yours. Wrong action, God yours. Limited action, yours. Wonderful action, God, all yours. If I take the credit, I'll take the discredit. Are you getting that? If you take the credit, you cannot escape the discredit. If you are given the credit, how long it takes to keep the discredit? Jaldi, everything is yours, everything is yours. You give it. Not that you plan, I'll give you 2 credit so that I can pass on 20 discredit. That fellow is a rascal. I'll give you 2 credit, then I can pass on 20 discredit. Don't worry. You know you are planning, you are scheming, and therefore you are there, and therefore it is not given. When you are not there, are you getting that? Naturally happens. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma, your sannyasa yoga, meaning individuality is given up. Sannyas. What do you give sannyas? Sannyasi, taking a vakar cloth, red cloth. Gnyasya nitya sannyasi, yo na dveshti na kankshati. Hey Arjuna, know him to be a sannyasi. Na dveshti na kankshati, no raga na dvesha, nothing. He is a sannyasi. Atma nitya sannyasta. Yourself always a renunciate. Who holds on to that, be mokshasi. More of it, we shall see. Next 2-3 verses will be deadly. Don't read it, curiosity. What is that to do? Monkey. Okay? Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. See that life. Appreciate Ishvara Hajaris. Close your eyes, please.